Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to the stream. We'll be doing some blitz today, taking a break from puzzles, some hourly super blitz on Leechus, and then hopefully the Checkmate Coronavirus Arena on chess.com at 8. So we've got a nice lineup today. Yeah, your author has, well, not your author, your streamer, has rather chickenish implications when someone plays the Smith Mora. He just declines it and tries to live life. Take with e pawn on f6. Yeah. Alright. This seems solid. Alright. See if we can nudge this bishop too. Huh. How do we proceed here? 95. b4 kicks the knight. Knight a4. Can't play knight to d5. Alright, let's unwind here. Okay. Knight takes d7, rook takes. Take on d6. Knight b6. That's inconvenient. Okay, we just blundered the exchange. Okay, we got a pawn back, but I don't think the rest of our pawns are surviving long. Just trying some prophylaxis so that he doesn't break in on f7. No rook trades. No rook trades. If I trade the rook, I'm strategically lost. So we're going. Okay. Okay, how do we get ourselves out of this mess? Okay, let's just play King E7 because we're so low on time that almost anything might be fine. Yeah, I'm losing on time here. Yeah, I timed. Oh, man. I feel like my computer is being really quite slow there. So let's see what we can do to fix that. Alright, it seems like we're good right now. We'll try one more game and see if we don't get into the same problems. And if that was just a little bit of a fluke. Yeah, LHS is slow. Okay. Okay. And the struggle against the half timer begins. Oh boy. Whoa, this is hyper aggressive. Okay. You're also fracturing your king's position, it looks like. You have to move the bishop now. And now we can start trying to rip open some stuff. Rook b8, if he takes on a7, we just go queen b5. Takes c4. Okay, our pawn structure is a mess. We're getting attacked. Guess the only thing to do is bust ourselves up further. He runs. Runs. Wow. I'm just going to try to blow you straight open. I want to keep the queens on the board here. A5, and then A4, maybe even A3 in the future could work out. Okay, so A4 anyway. If bishop takes, there's queen b2 mate, so that wasn't possible. Check. Can I grab on A2? I think I can. Oh, I just got mated. Oh, boy. Should have played rook fd8. And then queen h7 I can run. Oh, man. That was rather unfortunate. That was rather unfortunate. Let's pop back here into Streamlabs. While I can change stream title so we can perhaps do some chess.com without lead chess killing us. All right. Now let's just pull up. Okay. All right. Believe that we're set for the Checkmate Coronavirus Arena starting in about 3 minutes. Oh, man. Nice to wake up. Okay. Alright, that setup looks okay. Alrighty, 2 minutes. Where are we at in the tournament? Okay, we're here at 15th by a lot. Alright, I wonder if this game is in progress tab still comes up. Yeah, sounds good. Oh, so the number 1 guy withdrew from the tournament. So does that mean we're up to like 14th now? Yeah, we're 14th. 90 seconds to go. Yep, for any viewers out there, my chess.com handle is sodiumattack03. Just to not get it mixed up, I wanted to do HSB on chess.com, but it was somehow already taken, so you go Sodium Attack. It's a creative name, and hey, and then you develop a reputation for always playing knight a3 against Rebecca Selkirk, which is fun. So, for those of you who don't know, playing knight to a3 on the first move is the sodium attack, and I've developed a reputation for playing that against the hashtag chess streamers when they're live. So, try it. Have fun. I mean, like, if you're not having fun with chess sometimes, it's kind of almost missing the point. Okay. Less than 30 seconds until the arena starts. Mm. All right, and we are starting. Most excellent. Most excellent. All right, let's see who we get first. Okay. RJ. Okay, so we have our favorite Sicilian 4 knights here. Let's just see if I can remember all the theory that I've been looking up recently. Bishop d3, d5, cd, knight d. Yeah, I think this is slightly better for black. Knight c6, knight e3, knight d8, knight d1, and you have to take on d1, or you just take there. B takes, castles, castle. Alright, I don't think I've analyzed this far, but I feel like black is alright, since we've got the bishop pair. Bishop c5 hitting this e3 pawn, juicy e3 pawn. Bishop takes e3, g6, and we can bring the bishop back to h6. Queen e7 gets out of the way of the d-file, and also helps potential bishop to b7 ideas. Bishop g7 covers against knight f6. Knight g5 is not possible because of queen takes. Okay, rook to d8, covering d6. We're up a pawn, and we have the bishop pair. I don't know how greedy I want to get with takes b2, because the bishop might get walled out of the game by c3, and even though I could grab another pawn, I don't know if the attack would just be too strong. Rook d7, covering 7th rank, prepping bishop to b7, and then rook 8 to d8. Bishop c4. I'm going to take on d2. I'm going to be brave. Rook d7. I don't think that helped. If you wanted to sacrifice, you had to sacrifice with knight e6. Knight f7. Rook f8. I'm up a pawn. Knight h6 I don't think helps you. and I'm just threatening to take it. Knight h6, we go king to g7, defend the rook, alright, so we take everything off the board, we're still up a pawn, and we just munched on a3. But our pawns are a mess. Bishop e8, I guess. Can only take one of the pawns. Knight takes h7, check, king e7. Oh, why did I go to opposite colored bishop's ending? Yeah. Oh. Alright. The a pawn is fast. Let's see if we can get our king in there. Still kind of prompting you to take on f7 because I shouldn't have parked the bishop on f7 in the first place. For lack of a better move, bishop to g8, king e5. Man, my light square bishop is so bad. So let's try to give it some life. Knight f3 check, king d6. h4 is weak. To bishop takes h4 if he moves the knight. So g3 shores it up. c5, trying to keep king out. Oh boy. Feel like everything's kind of going under. Because now this guy's got two connected passed pawns on the king side. Oh, hold up. I have e5 check. Knight d5 is check? Bishop d5 check, king d5, king b5. Oh, wow. Bishop takes a4, king takes a4. We need to get our king back. This is a sub-ideal situation already. h6. Not good. Oh boy. Oh. Yeah, g7 and he wins. Cred. Oh. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. Oh, obviously don't hang the bishop on h5. Whoa. Okay, that's playable actually because you have rook b1. Pawn takes d5, knight takes d5. Knight b4, bishop e7. Or knight b3 rather. cd, knight takes. Bishop retreats, okay. We need to get our rooks into the game badly. Oh, he's bishop h7? Bishop h7, king h7, knight g5. Okay. We're fine. Threat to take on d4. So avoided, queen a4. Hits the queen. Threatening e5. Still seeing if I can chop something. Rook f to d1. All right, let's take some stuff off. Pawn takes. Can I play bishop takes? Knight takes. Rook. Yeah, I can play that. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. Rook takes. Queen takes. Check. Okay, we're up a pawn again. I feel like whoever wins the minor piece battle here should win the game. Both sides have very nice minors. My knight on d5 is never going to be moved. And your bishop on e5 has some sensitive squares in its path. Alright, queen c2. Take the queens off the board. Feel like I have confidence in my ending skills. No, he refuses to take the queens off the board. Yeah, I'm starting to think about trading some stuff. How? Queen f5 takes the g pawn. Queen to b3 says no thank you. Queen c2. I don't have a better plan. And g3 to shut it down. Alright, let's move the knight, see if we can plop it to g4 or something. Okay, so bishop takes f6. asked, I would probably say that this position is dead equal. Just because my extra pawn here is not that useful right now. Don't hang stuff. Queen f5, maybe going for queen e4, queen c6. Yeah, but that rook is rather active. Check. Oh shoot, my rook's hanging. Okay, I see how this works. Alright, I think I've let this one slip, but we're not giving up just yet. If you take on f7, I do have rook to c2. And I think the king on h7, it's avoiding checks on the back rank, but it's also given up control of the f7 pawn. Wait a minute, queen to d3, you want to switch off queens. Why in the world did you want to switch off queens there? Because I have rook c2 instantly. Rook d7, rook takes f2, rook takes b2, now we're up 2 pawns. But I still don't know what to make of this. Okay, let's go after the a pawn. I gotta be careful to not get mated. I like this rook f5 idea. Oh boy, I hope that pawn is fast. Oh shoot. I think I'm just losing. That was rather sad. Man, we had 2 games. We were better in both of them. Just couldn't win it. More looks like King's Indian. It's more like a lazy King's Indian from black. F5. This feels rather courageous, but why not? It may have just been foolhardy, but actually, hold on a minute. We have Queen D6, and Bishop takes doesn't work because Queen takes. Bishop takes still doesn't work. I rather like our position again. Probably means it's a sure sign that I'm losing. Okay. This looks like a freebie. I like freebies. Bishop D6, and now I have Knight D6. Knight A6. I don't think C5 was right. I think it was B4. I think that just hangs a piece. And I think you're busted. Yeah, you're straight up busted. Okay. Now we just got to convert it. B4, we go B5, and just ham with the passed pawns. And we have B7 coming, and you can resign. All right. Looks like we're finally going to get our first win of the day, everybody. Resignation. Oh, we are right into a new one. This is great. Thank you to all of my faithful viewers out there who are still sticking with me. This is really similar to a Queen's Gambit declined line, except with just less pawns. So putting the bishop on e2 is a temporary block for the e-file in case rook e8. So, oh, h5. I think that was a mouse slip. I think he was intending h6. Maybe not. Knight e4. Having a ball. We have a nice reroute here. It's a typical theme to remember in these Queen's Gambit decline structures. Whoa. I just take the exchange. Well, you have this bishop g5, e7, b4 maneuver sometimes in similar structures. I mean, your knight on c3 is nice, but is it really the greatest thing since sliced bread? Okay, maybe it is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Can I grab h5? I don't see why not. Unpinning. And now knight b4. Hitting both knights, forcing a knight retreat here. I believe we're still up a pawn, which is not the worst thing that has happened to us today. Even though we're up a pawn in most games and we lose most games. Queen c5. Ba-da-da-da. Rook a2 c1. I'm going to say that g6 is a blunder. Rook takes c3. Knight e2, bishop e2. Think that he forgot the bishop was still covering e2. And now I'm up 2 pieces. Alright. Whoa, wing gambit. What sorcery is this? I have no idea what the wing gambit theory is. So I am gonna keep developing like my life depends on it, which it might. Or at least my king's life. Okay, now I feel slightly more secure. I'm still up the pawn. And now my bishop covers b4. And there's no long diagonal stuff. That actually makes me feel slightly better. Because now I'm going to execute takes a3. And we're just going to play a6 as just a little safeguard. Because I don't want annoying knight hops. Oh, knight b5. I just walked into knight b5. I can't take it. And he's going to play knight d6, and that could be bad. Oh, g4. Oh, okay, g4. Now I have knight g6, and my bishop covers d6, so I feel a lot better. This is probably your last chance, and last chance was not taken for knight b5. Because now if knight b5, I can just take it, because the rook defends the rook. Okay, this guy really wants a kingside attack. Queen d8. Force your hand, you have to play h5. And I have knight h4. And if I can start trading stuff, I'm fine. You have no light square to bishop to hack at that nice diagonal. I feel just fine. And we're still up a pawn because of wing gambit, so... Okay, this is even better. We take off all those pieces. King takes g3. Why king takes g3? I almost want to start attacking your king now because your king's on g3. Okay, f4. So this sucker really wants to attack me. Alright, so doubling has happened. Pins the f pawn and threatens to win it by just rook takes f4. So you have to defend with the queen. Do I have g5? This looks suicidal. But I think it wins a second pawn. Because, again, the f pawn is pinned by the queen. And next move I can... Oh! I forgot about en passant. That's sad. Okay. At least now I have h5, which I probably forgot about en passant again. Okay. I have no idea whose king is more secure. See, if I were to flip this board around, I feel like both kings are about the same level secure. Alright, king h4. What? Are you trying to attack me with the king? Queen e7 check. Gains time. It gains time not only in a literal sense, but also a figurative one. Okay, how do we bust through to this guy? Let's just go rook g back to f6. Hit the pawn. again, thank you to all of my faithful viewers who are sticking around for some decidedly below average blitz playing. Alright, F5. F5. I ignore it and play A5. Because you can't take on E6, because I take F1. Queen to G3, and now you are still not threatening to take on F5. I'm going to play King to G7. I feel like I need extra defense on H6. Also, to everyone in the chat, I have a chat bot if you wisheth to interact with Patzerbot. You can type !commands into the chat, and you should see the commands that you can use for Patzerbot. I don't think I can take that, unfortunately. I think his king is now more safe, but he has no time and just timed out. All right. Not bad. Not bad. Man, you win on time in a losing position. Okay, I'll take it. This is gonna start looking like a King's Indian setup here pretty fast. Yeah, King's Indian defense normal variation. Believe, yep, and the chess.com is confirming that this is the orthodox variation of the King's Indian, which has been played dozens of thousands of times. And I like this a bit b4 in the King's Indian, typically on move 9. So now my setup that I traditionally like is playing a4 and then bishop a3, h5. So for those of you who have not played the King's Indian before, it is typically a race between white's queenside pawn storm and black's kingside pawn storm. If white wins and breaks through on the queen side, white has very good chances to win material and just be winning. If black wins, then black gets the skull of white's dead king. Can I just take b7? a5, followed up by a6 is better for me now. f5, f5. Can't I just play bishop e2 now? Knight b6. I so want to get my knight on c6 bad, but I guess the bishop on b5 will have to do. It's going to be hard to get the knight to c6. All right. What play do we have? Knight a4. Okay, that's something. You trade knights and try to infiltrate with a rook on the c file. e4 played. Rook c1, so we've already got the rook on the c file. And I doubt that e4 did anything besides just set the trap of bishop takes h1, which I have humiliatingly fell for in too many games. Bishop c4, and I think you have problems because the knight's pinned and attacked twice. Knight f. What? I don't really see a reason why I shouldn't take it. I know you get g takes in queen g5, but you're not like mating me immediately. I have rook g1 and rook to g3. Oh, but you don't have bishop b5 because that just drops everything, right? Okay. Okay, I can take on c7 with check. All I need is a couple tempi and I'm completely winning. Because I'm up a boatload of material. I'm up 2 pieces. Thank you. I don't think that was the correct play because now I have rook c8, which is check. Rook f8, which looks smart. Rook takes f8. All right. Now, how do we solve this little problem on the king side? We just play bishop takes f3. And then when bishop takes on g3, then we play f takes on g3. Ironically, the bishop on a3 guards the pawn on b4. And that pins the queen. And that pins the queen, and that's gonna be adios. Okay, that's not bad. Not bad. All right, let's go for just one more game, and then we can go satisfy my stomach's basic human need for food. As my stomach desires food, so we shall get some food after this game. Yes, I know bishop b2, and we have found it. Bishop to b2. Very nice move. Thank you, JMP. I doubt that I could pronounce your full username, as I am a poor English speaker and a poor speaker of other languages as well. But thank you for being here in the chat. You're always welcome here on my channel. If you enjoyed content, please follow. Although I will not be the pushy guy who always wants you to follow his channel. So, good to see you. Whoa, ef6. Oh, boy. Don't I have bishop d3? Okay, you're threatening mate. I take f6, and I'm threatening to take on c3, and I'm threatening to take on d1. Bishop f5 hits the queen, and I'm still threatening to take on c3. Upping the ante on c3. Okay, If you want me to follow, you have to pronounce my username without mistakes. Okay, that's fair. Let me see if I can give it my best shot. JM Passless Pseudos. There you go. There's my best shot at pronouncing your username. Okay. I hope that was correct. Simply because, okay, that was rather bad. I'm just dropping a full rook. All right, do I have any tricks? Tricks. No, I don't. That was bad. Oh, man. I think I'll just resign there. I don't like to end on a bad note, so I'll give it one more run at it. Razor. Yes, JMP. I tried my best. Enunciation is not my strongest suit. Okay. Alright, last game for the day. I'm not enthused about him giving up the bishop pair this early, because if there's someone who's probably going to be attacking the king, it's likely going to be me here. Alright. Highly mediocre chess. Okay. I think I can blast open with e5 next. Now that I've prepped it with rook e1, I can just play e5 and see if I can get at this king. Because pushing the g-pawn has really weakened your king on the king side. I can maybe pry that open with h4. Ooh. Who's that? Oh, JMP decided to follow anyway. Oh, thank you, man. Yes, following Mr. Highly Mediocre Chess over here. Alright. Obviously, you can't take on c3 because I have bishop b5, and that would just be devastating, because that would pick up the queen. Thank you again for the follow. Does this trap the queen if he takes with the knight? No, he has queen f4. But then I can just chop the queen on f4 and trade the queens off. Ooh, I think that you have found Patzerbot. Yeah, sorry that all of your earlier messages got deleted. It's brand new and is probably not functioning right. Yes, I understand. Yeah, sorry, I was working on Patzerbot all of last week. And it's not perfect. I'm sorry that all of your messages got deleted, but I don't think that you can post a link in my chat. So Queen c3, forks. Okay, you're also 1600. Okay, good job. Good for you. Yeah, I think that that's actually like 90th percentile on chess.com or something. I mean, 90th percentile is was not a link. Huh. I apologize, man, if it wasn't a link, and I'll try to figure out what went wrong there after the stream. I can go to my moderator view and we'll see if I can perhaps fix that for you later. Not a problem, dude. Okay, so he can win the queen back with rook 2 e3. But this pawn ending is still playable, perhaps. g4, and I think you just got zugzwang because you don't have moves. King f5. And if you go this way, I come in king g6, and I'm just going to zugzwang you back all the way. You have to move away from the f6 pawn, and this is going to be game over. Alright, yeah, JMP, after this game, I'll be ending the stream for the day, and I will do my very best to work on the mod settings for Patzerbot, and I'll see what I can do. Yeah, also, JMP, who do you want me to raid fairly soon? Because I'm going to try to raid somebody, and was wondering if you wanted me to raid someone of your choice. I know that Leela is online, so I was thinking about maybe raiding her. Looks like this G pawn is just going home to happy 8th rank. Alright, so now we just have to clean up these pawns. Or maybe mate the guy. Alright, yeah, JMP, I'll see if I can do something about the link posting right after I ended the stream. Okay, you want me to raid Chessweeb? Alright. No problem, dude. I will raid Chessweeb. Alright. Let's raid Chessweeb as soon as my slow computer loads. I'm not seeing Chessweeb here, JMP. Wait a minute, was that? Yeah, I'm not seeing that Chessweeb is live, so I'm just going to raid ChessTube, and I hope that Alex appreciates the raid. So, see you later, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream today. I'll hopefully be back in a couple days after I get that Patzerbot thing fixed. Adios.